welcome to the show. An actor we all know, an actor, look, take a picture, one that we're all about to know. Got to start with you, Orén. Congratulations on the movie. It is a fantastic bit of work. Beautifully written, beautifully performed. How does it feel to be a proper movie star?
It's pretty weird, to say the least. It's definitely new. No, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, you get the call and you're just like, you're so emotional and stuff, and a movie star now being slagged in school and stuff, so.
So that's how you know you're a success, when you've been slagged at school, yeah. And so, Laurence, did you do the sort of proper professional proud dad, or are you sort of just holding it back a wee bit so he doesn't get ahead of himself?
Just a small bit. Like, he's such a good kid, and so I knew he'd take it well. But like, it was during exams for him, like summer exams last year when I got the call, so I didn't want to let him know he had a big audition during exams. And then he did the audition, and I think he did like 2 or 3 callbacks and landed it. And like, look, I let him have it all. Like, I don't want to be like, you know, taking his fame away from him as quick, but he's just loved it. He had an unbelievable summer 2 years ago. Now, 2 years ago?
Yeah. No.
Last year, should I say.
Last year.
And it's just been a whirlwind. The last year, especially with Sundance and Toronto, it's just been crazy for him. So it's been amazing.
So what means more for you, or in the fact that the critics love this, or the fact that your dad's such an amazing actor and he thinks you did a good job?
Critics, I don't even think about him. That's like, it's critics, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm happy they liked it.
All right, well, look, let's have a little look at the man in action. Here he is in Flora and Son.
Do you have a lyric?
Oh, days, but they're not finished yet.
Come on.
Come on, girl, you know how much I want you. Like a ghost, I'm going to hunt you. Meet me at me crib, bring your friends. Maybe we can drive a Mercedes-Benz. We'll hang out poolside, have a drink, swimming against the tide, not gonna sink. Come on, girl, let's get in trouble. Shake and not stir the James Bond from Dublin.
What's it called?
Dublin 07, like James Bond, but Dublin.
There you are, alongside the brilliant Eve Hewson. So that was 007 on screen. I believe that there was another 007 that did a set visit, but you didn't recognise who they were?
There was, yeah. Pierce Brosnan actually came to visit us on set, but I actually had no idea who he was. So he comes into the room and everyone stands up to, you know, shake his hand. They're all starstruck. I stood up. I have no clue who he is. And I actually whispered to Eve, I go, Eve, who is this guy? And she goes, Orén, that's James Bond. I was like, no word of a lie. I actually said to Eve, Eve, that's not Daniel Craig. And it's fair to say that the entire crew got a good laugh out of that one.
So you had to go back there, and you had to explain that to him then, Laurence,
Just a little bit. Like, it must run in the family, because when his younger brother, Ollie, was coming here tonight, he said, I can't wait to meet the toy show man, Ryan.
And please welcome your youngest son. Here he is. Oh, dear. So you visited him on set. He used to visit you on set. Was this when you got the taste for the acting?
I'd say it was, yeah. No, like, I've always idolised my dad. I'm not just saying that because he sat right there, but no, I think kids always look up to their parents and stuff, and I've always been surrounded by him doing auditions, and, you know, even being on set with him like when he was filming Love Hate, you know, I was always fascinated by what went on during the camera and, like, how that worked and how, like, you know, the lights worked and how the audio worked and stuff. So it was always a business I was, you know, like, interested in. So, like, I think it's pretty surreal that I'm actually getting to be a part of it now.
And that, obviously, you realised then that he was famous. Was there a point, because that was such a big show? Yeah,
no, like, we'd go shopping and you'd get stopped and stuff, and I was like, why do they not want to photo with me? Why is it only him? But then, you know, seeing the actual show and then going like, okay, you did a pretty good job.
I mean, come on, it was such an iconic role, wasn't it?
It's amazing. We had such an unbelievable, was it 5 years? I think 5, 6 years maybe doing it. I loved every minute of it. Like, the show just went on year after year and just gained momentum, and we got a bigger audience every year. I think I missed the second year. I went to do some theatre in the US, and I was lucky that they kept the role open for me. But I loved it. I did. I think it ended when it was meant to, but I loved it. There we are.
So you two guys, you know, starting out young in acting, a kind of a different start in acting for you, would you say, from this man?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never went to drama school. I did an open audition one day and I landed the lead role in the film. I thought I was going to be an extra in a film. I just thought, well, that's what you do. You go, you do an audition, and that's how they choose their extras. But I got given some sides to read, and it was some of the lines from the film. And I ended up getting one of the lead roles and never really stopped. And then for Orén, I mean, he was kind of helping me with tapes at home because his mum just hated doing it. So I dragged him in to help me out. And I thought, he's doing a good job at this. And the agency came then a few years later and said, would he be interested in doing a self-tape? And he did. And he got really close to a big job. And that was hard for me because he'd done like 3 or 4 callbacks and he was just devastated that I didn't get it. And I think it was like 2 or 3 times after that, got really close to things again. It didn't quite work out. And I thought, you know what? I don't think I want him to do this. Like,
well, this is the thing.
You know?
I mean, because acting, it's a passion. It's a hard knock life in terms of the amount of people that get that role that changes their life. So was there a point where you tried to talk him out of it?
Well, I just got so lucky. Like, anything I did in the beginning, I kind of got. And so I never had the disappointment until maybe 5 years after I was in the business. He was getting the, like, rejection straight away. And I was like, oh. And, like, even now, like, he had, like, as I said, it's been an amazing year. But I don't even know now if I want him to do it because I just know how fickle the business is. And, you know what it's like. The work's not always there. But, look, whatever he wants to do. And how can I say no when this happens?
I mean, you basically said nothing while he was talking there about a kind of just reading the room here. You're not giving this up.
No, I definitely want to do more. I wouldn't listen to too much of what he says. But, no, it's definitely
I don't
something.
mind. I'm on 90% commission, so.
No, definitely. It's definitely something I want. Even being on set, you know, just like the fun that you have. It doesn't feel like work. So I think that's what's so great about it for me. You know, being able to go in, just have a laugh, and then, you know, get the job done in the end. So it's definitely something I'd like to do in the future.